Chapter 5. I dressed slowly, throwing aside all the shorts I bought, certain it was going to be hot despite Dad's warnings, and choose jeans and a thick sweatshirt. As I open the door on the landing, my stomach tightens and I begin to feel all alone again. The sound of chattering voices tinkles up the wide stairs that smell of old-fashioned polish. If Raffy was here, we'd slide down the banisters together and end up in a bundle of laughter at the bottom, but she's not. So I walk carefully down each creaking step until I'm in the hallway with its vast paintings of bewildered-looking animals. "Out here!" calls Aunt Simran. I follow the chatter through a large dining room where French doors lead onto the veranda. Arjun is already there, tucking into a square of crispy flatbread, smothered in butter. It's sunny, but a chill wind lifts the tablecloth. Nunny looks out across the borders of pink and crimson roses and bushes of wild purple flowers towards the mountains beyond. "Morning, Tamarind. Sorry for the weather. It looks like it's changing. Storms coming. Mountain storms. I hope it holds for a while so you can enjoy being outdoors, though." Kamal is wearing headphones and tapping his fork in time to the music only he can hear. He looks up, slides the headphones off his right ear as he sees me. "Hey, cuz," he smiles. "How was your first night in the mountains?" "Good, thanks." "Cool." He pops the headphones on, already back in his own world and tapping his fork again. I shuffle round the table and find an empty seat beside Arjun, laid ready for breakfast. But when I begin to sit down, Nunny frowns, and Aunt Simran brings me towards her. Not there. The chair looks special, different to the rest, covered with turquoise blue velvet, and sequins stitched to the fabric. I look at Arjun, but he stares at his plate and carries on stuffing bread into his mouth. Aunt Simran clears her throat and looks at Nunny. "We don't sit there." She pats the bench beside her. "Come, we want to know all about you. No need to be shy with family. What's your house like, and what do you like doing?" I breathe out slowly, feel the heat rise. "It's a bit boring compared to all this," I begin, staring at the garden bursting with so many flowers and clipped bushes it looks more like a park. "Not much to tell, really. I've lived in Bristol with Dad in the same small house. I wanted to say a normal house since I was little. Just me and him until—" I trail off, start again. "Until they got married and Chloe moved in too. Granny and Grandpa, Dad's parents, live round the corner, but I don't have any other family. I started secondary school this year. I like playing football and drawing." I really want to tell them that I usually only eat plain food and definitely no chili, but how can I tell them that? Ever since I mistook a green chili for a French bean, I'm totally paranoid. My mouth has gone dry with all the attention. I notice a small woman with crinkled skin, wearing a green sari and carrying a huge tray of crispy white pancakes, has appeared in the doorway. The pancakes are folded in half and stuffed with yellow cubes of something. A strong smell of fried ginger wafts towards me, and I squint to check the red-hot slices of chili that I fear are hidden inside. Dad said he warned them, didn't he? If this is breakfast, I know I won't be able to eat it. My stomach is stabbing already. Suddenly I notice the woman carrying the tray staring at me, as though I've got two heads. Wedging the tray on to the table, she rushes over and grasps hold of my hands, stares into my eyes. I'm a bit freaked out because she's got a really firm grip and she's not letting go. "Just like a ma," she says, pressing my hands more tightly. "Thank you, Uma," says Aunt Simran firmly. "Uma is our cook, Tamarind. She's been with the family for decades." Uma drops my hands and starts to leave the room. "Come to see me in the kitchen. I'll make you some gulab jamun. Chinty loved my gulab jamun." Chinty? I'm longing to follow Uma into the kitchen, maybe even try the food she mentioned, and ask her about my mum. But she's disappeared back into the house, and Nunny is coming round to my side of the table. Tamarind Bitter, come, says Nunny. She clasps her soft hands around my face and lifts it towards her, kissing my cheeks. Did we make enough food for you? It is a celebration. At last you are here. She pours an iced white drink into a steel tumbler, lassi, fresh from the cows. I stare at the shining tumbler, my throat tightening. It's only milk, Tamarind. Stop being so silly about it. How bad can it be? All eyes are on me as I put the cold tumbler to my lips and take a sip of the iced drink. Ugh! I spit it out, without meaning to. It's salty! I wipe my mouth and feel myself turn scarlet. Both Arjun and Kamal stare at their plates, their lips curling into small smiles. Nunny grabs a napkin and dabs it at my mouth. Aunt Simran rushes to mop up the mess on the table. Sorry, Tamarind, says Aunt Simran. I should have told you it was not a sweet smoothie like you are probably used to. Lassie is salty, darling. Don't worry, your papa sent us a little list in his letter, so we won't let you starve. Uma can make you something you like. It doesn't matter, said Nunny, continuing to dab the tablecloth, even though she doesn't need to. Different place, different tastes. You'll get used to it.